Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Let's begin with the fundamentals of cryptography, covered in this video. When this news popped up in my feed, I decided we should produce a video and talk about XRP. First and foremost, XRP's price breaks over 60 cents for the first time since mid-August, uncoupling it from Bitcoin's price. This is an intriguing article because it doesn't include too much in the way of technical details on TA, but this may or may not be important to readers who are already familiar with TA. TA's speculative predictions off upon simply what we see happening on the chart. In my opinion, the adoption of XRP's right utility is going to be a huge price driver in the future, when this market matures and is taken a lot more seriously, so I'm not too concerned with the short term. One thing I will say is that XRP is not afraid to become its own mover, and that this is possible for any coin based on its strength. This has happened before, and we've witnessed it. An idea, we also see XRP separate from Bitcoin, and we'll discuss why M is such a good example in this video. The recent surge in XRP prices may indicate that it is beginning to decouple from Bitcoin. Pro-crypto lawyer Jeremy Hogan, according to his old blog article. Last week's results are in. Lots of decoupling happening, from Bitcoin and tech stocks this week to XRP and Bitcoin the week after that. This is merely Jeremy Hogan's attempt at an internal joke. And as we can see, there is nothing really crazy about this pricing chart. Let's put it this way, this is a major shift. I wrote about it on the net like 3 times already. One thing I'm keeping an eye on though is the 2022 high. This is visible even on the all-time chart if you switch to log scale and XRP. To now. Granted, if we go all the way back to the start of 2022, we have witnessed a significant downward trend. But since we hit rock bottom in the summer of 2022, if you guys have been following the channel, you know that was the case, the value of most cryptocurrencies has stabilized. In the summer of 2022, we return. In my opinion, it is unlikely that many of them will fall to new lows anytime soon. Again, it is my overall opinion, however, considering XRP. Since then, it has been steadily rising. In comparison to other market participants, this is demonstrating remarkable strength. However, this highlights the robust nature of XRP. Even while several other altcoins show signs of weakness, XRP has continued to show significant movement inside the top 5. However, these costs are not included in the total price. In terms of XRP decoupling, one of the pricing statistics that I have been focusing on, if you guys have been aware, is the XRP Bitcoin chart. If we go back far enough in time, say to the March-February 2020 timeframe, when we first saw XRP actually dip into this range, I think it's important to draw attention to the macro consolidation, and accumulation range on this chart. Look at this, it's been going nowhere but sideways for a while now. We have seen wicks lower than this range, but generally speaking, the wind is just blowing side to side. A decisive break to the upward is what we're looking for now. When this occurs, XRP will likely reach a new record high, which is wonderful news. Everyone is anticipating a new all-time high at the $10 price point, and I'll explain why I'm quite concerned about that objective and other price points in this video. But since April, we've done nothing but stall. I bring up April because that's when XRP last had a significant uptick, at around $2. And if you compare that era with the present, you'll see that a lot has changed. I'm sorry, I didn't quite have it centered. It's ludicrous that we've been moving in place for the past 931 days. So, we've been waiting for quite some time, even if you go all the way back to the lawsuit, which we won't since I know the lawsuit announcement was on the 20th of December, the lawsuit itself wasn't filed until the 21st. However, nearly 1,000 days have passed since then. Another thing I've always observed with XRP is its strong run beginning in November, as seen on the USD chart. At this moment, a significant upward break had begun. And that's why I'm always being all like, listen, anyone can claim that XRP hasn't been stifled. There has been no attempt to bury XRP. Like, that's just a ludicrous statement. Honestly, I don't know what you're seeing if you think so, because this is a huge breakthrough. And here we have a beautiful little retest the very next month in December, which shows that everything began to fall apart in December. However, as the lawsuit was officially announced, XRP began a sharp decline. I think the bottom will be somewhere around the SAT score of 2,521 at this time period, which we would reach if we were back testing. Then, XRP would have set a new record high and extended its breakout to the upside. Even if you all rewatch blockchain from that point in time, he estimates that it would have risen to somewhere between $10 and $15. However, there is something else useful to know than this, and big shout to Fame. 21 extra XRP. Darren, he mentioned the XRP Bitcoin price chart, wherein he stated, "I have a bias about Bitcoin versus alts." If you exclude the lawsuit, 1,498 days of sideways accumulation pass. My biases at the time were perhaps short-sighted, though, a larger share of the pie is good news for everyone. And here we have the chart to back up what I just said. If we examine this, we see that it has essentially been moving in place. And since XRP's previous record high as well. Insanely, if I count backwards from now to January 1st, it will have been over 2,128 days. Now all we can do is wait around and see what develops. Yes, I realize this is a broad topic. Even if we shift to April of 2021, that's still April of the next year. There was no significant breakout to the upward, thus this cannot be considered a successful breakout. So what we are waiting for is to truly switch demand on the Bitcoin price. Or, I would argue, it's about 4,063 SATs, waiting for this level up here to break so that we can confirm that there was a breakout on the Bitcoin pressure and XRP actually decoupled. So far XRP has not actually decoupled away from Bitcoin. Instead, we're just seeing the XRP price chart pump to the upside, which, if you look at the daily span, isn't quite there yet. We need to break out of like 62 cents. Another interesting graph is the XRP market share chart. Yet another impressive figure. This one has caught my eye on the dominance chart for a while now, as it approaches its target of 35%. We are currently at a place where we can expect to reach 5.51%. In addition, this is a fantastic method for estimating how far XRP can go in the future. I've been discussing a few tiers and a few market caps, or the crypto market as a whole. We hit $3 trillion in November of 2021, as I previously mentioned. I don't believe it's ridiculous to think that XRP may hold 5.5% of a $5 trillion market cap in the next cycle. That's why I've been so passionate about bringing up the $5 XRP for the next major cycle run. At that price, the entire XRP market value would be over $275 billion. However, it's possible that XRP might reach even greater heights. For example, in the past, we've seen XRP, and you can even go as far back as 2014 and 2015 to witness it. It's obvious that there are now much more coins available. In the months leading up to May 2017, however, we had close to 17%. Once again, our total was around 31%. Then, in December and January, the rate jumped to a record high of 14.4%, coming close to 18%. That's why it's so important. And again, you can see on this graph that it extends back to November of 2020. Look at this, it's starting to move higher. At that point, we had already achieved a pretty large 6% market share. And if we did break, or if we had continued to break out of this, I apologize. If I had to guess, I'd say we would have had around 11 to 12% of the market share. But as we examine other ancient coins, I'm basing my estimate on 5% since I believe that to be a safe bet. ADA. The price of Dogecoin peaked at approximately 4% during the last cycle, whereas the price of Ethereum peaked at almost 22%. My point in bringing up Ethereum is that everyone here is well aware that the lawsuit against XRP and Ripple was filed about the same time that Ethereum was experiencing its big surge. Do I believe that XRP would have reached the double-digit plus number of domination over this market if we actually looked at it? I agree that XRP had the potential to be a front-runner in the cryptocurrency market in 2021. If there hadn't been a lawsuit, many would still deny that XRP was ever suppressed. I think that is a stupid statement, like I stated, because Ethereum went on to do a tremendous run in 2021. For illustration's sake, let's say it fluctuated between December 14th and December 2020. As of the week beginning December 21st, the app's range was 11.4. It dropped to the single-digit percentage range. Even if XRP technically broke out of this barrier, it did a big surge all the way to 17.5%, dropped down, and then continued all the way up to 20.5%. And we would have gone from the 8.5% to the 10 or 11%, which is still a new record high, and it would have done marvelously well in 21, as I mentioned, but again, based on just the 5.5%, we'd be at around $5.13 at this point. This would equate to over $275 billion in XRP market valuation. Can I see XRP reaching $10? It's doable, but we'd need a lot more market share to make it worthwhile. And what's going to truly trigger that it could be anything as basic as just supply and demand. However, the basics could be at play as well, right? Hype could also occur, much like hype plus substance. That's a major development. I also do apologize if you people do hear my dogs howling. However, XRP's price jumping to $10 or more could be due to a number of factors. However, a significant breakout on the Bitcoin price chart is still needed. This is what we're keeping a close eye on in addition to the USD chart, which I admit is fascinating in its own right. To be honest, I don't think the USD chart is all that relevant right now. The Bitcoin price chart is far more essential. Because again, this is strength of all coins versus Bitcoin. And on the macro front, we have yet to see a significant departure from the range we've been trading in since March of 2020. The formation of true strength on this chart is therefore what we are anticipating. Just what is that? We do not, I repeat, do not want to see a break to the downside, like we did in December of 2020, therefore this is a positive development. We have been able to maintain this price point thus far. Building on this floor is something we'd like to keep doing. Remember what I've always said, the longer we stay in a sideways momentum consolidation, the higher we'll go on the breakout to the upside, which might drive XRP to a higher price level than simply the $5 range, which is, by the way, at the $5 plus range. In my opinion, anyone who has been holding for a long would be wise to lock in some profits, while they should still maintain the moon bag in case the price rises to $10, $15, or $20. But I believe the upcoming cycle will be one of the most intriguing in recent memory. In my opinion, practicality will stand out prominently. And I also think XRP has been brewing for a major breakout, but a lot of these articles we see that are talking about how XRP is decoupling from Bitcoin are just false, and I think a lot of this is probably hype, but in my opinion, like the great decoupling will come, it's going to happen. It's been building for a very long time, and we haven't gotten it yet, but we will very soon. It's all over today. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.